We are live. Yes, the willingness to try new things. Have you ever felt like, oh my goodness, why am I not where I'm supposed to be? Or how do they do that? Like, they make it look so easy. How do they have that consistency going on? What about me? Can I do that? Hi, I am Nene, and I am a self-love and confidence coach, and I work with introverted women in business who want to gain that confidence, to have that visibility, to be seen, heard, and understood. And I want to talk today about the willingness to do that thing that we want to do, the willingness to go for the thing we want to make happen for us. So when we decide that, okay, I want to be seen, I want to be heard and understood, are you willing to do what it takes to be seen, to be heard? Hey. So yeah, I am talking about the willingness to do that thing, that new thing that we want to make happen for us. You have to ask yourself the question, am I willing to do what I need to do to make it happen? Because when you say you want to have something, you want to have whatever it is that you want, having that willingness is vital. And that willingness is what's going to drive you for the days when you have no motivation to do the thing that you need to do. That willingness will carry you. Say, for instance, you want to exercise and you're like, how willing are you to go to the gym? If you're like, I have no will, then there is nothing's going to make you go. But if you know what, like, I feel like a 3, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do the work. You would then take that action. The willingness is for us to be able to decide that this is what I want. And that will is what's going to help drive us through. And that's where we need to now create habits that would help us to get to that which we want. So for me now, this is a new thing that I'm trying to do. I'm doing this 30 days challenge of going live every single day and developing that muscle of showing up. Okay, I wanted to be able to be okay on camera. I remember when I used to be like, I would see a camera and I would just freeze, literally freeze. Like I would even be holding my breath. I wouldn't even say anything. And I had to, I was willing that for me to be able to get what I needed done, I needed to be comfortable being in front of a camera. Question here, Naomi, hello. I struggle with belief and self-esteem. Is that limiting factor that stops me in action? Beautiful question. That limiting belief, yes, would definitely stop you, because if you think it's true or if you think it's not true, you're going to believe it. Whatever you say is your truth is going to be that. So when you have a limiting belief that is stopping you from doing that which you want, you need to then create a whole new belief system that you will believe in. And you might not believe it in the beginning, but as long as you walk towards believing that this is your new truth. If your mind's saying, yeah, right, what you say, but you're like, no, this is who I'm becoming. This is who I am. And you do those things that would align to this new belief and keep going past that thing. If you're willing to have that new thing for yourself, you would, with help, with practice, certain things you can't just do by yourself. Okay. You can change the identity or change the beliefs that you have. That the willingness is what's going to drive, so that when you get to that point, it's that will that will keep you going. That will is what is going to project you from moving forward in that thing. So limiting beliefs is it's just more like how we see ourselves in the present state, what we think about ourselves. We need to think about, okay, who am I becoming? Who am I going? Oh, my dear. Oh, I don't mean to make you cry, but the whole idea is, honestly, you have the power within you. Everything you need is within you. It's just more about changing the way you see yourself in that moment, changing the way you are, this is who I am becoming. This is who I want to be. and really aligning and visualizing and connecting with that person. Who would the person that you want to be like? What is that thing you're willing to achieve? Whatever, like, what is that thing? And keep going towards that thing, regardless of how hard it might seem, regardless of how, like, whatever limiting beliefs are. That's where the community comes in place. That's where an accountability partner, that's where the support, and that's where to help you go past that which is holding you back. Because everything you want to do, everything you want to achieve, somebody else has already done it. So there's no point reinventing the wheel. We have so many people to say yes. See them for possibility and see yourself for progress. But knowing that if it's true for them, it is also true for you, because there's abundance for everyone. There's abundance that is enough to go round us all. So it's not that it's good for them and it's not for me. No, it's when you change how you believe in yourself, will the truth then happen to you. Yes, there are people that have like more resources, whatever it is, but everything is in our own time and our own way, because everything we want is within us. It's up to us now to then align to that frequency, align to that thing that we want, to then line up, and then it comes to pass. Because so when we kind of like, you know how they say, "Oh, fake it till you make it." I'm not signing up for that. There's no faking till you make it, because that's where the imposter syndrome comes in. That's when you start thinking, "Oh my gosh, am I doing?" No, but when you know that you are becoming that you are in the process of making that, that's when you know that, yes, I am getting into alignment with this new belief. I am connecting with this new belief. I am walking and dancing with this new belief, that it becomes who I am. So why the topic of the willingness to try new things is sometimes we feel we don't have that hope. We feel that it's not going to work for us. We feel that it's not going to manifest or all that for us. A question here from Naomi is saying, yes, the inner negative dialogue needs to be more positive. 100%. Yes. Like, you are so in the alignment, in a sense that once you're aware that this is what's like forcing, there's no point like bearing it down. Okay, this is the play that's going on. Just kind of like, I hear you, but I'm not, not right now. This is where I'm going. It's going to be such a pull talk in the beginning, but over time, as you keep practice, as you keep doing the thing, it becomes easier, and then it becomes normal. So like a rubber band, when you pull a rubber band and you like, it snaps back. You pull it, it snaps back. Try pulling that thing for the next couple of like days. You will notice that the rubber band doesn't fit back into its natural state. It's like so loose. It's the same with our beliefs. It's the same with the negative thought and whatever that's going on in ourselves. When we are aware that this is what we want to change and this is how we want to be, guess what? Our brain like, no. Its function is to keep us safe. Its function is to make us comfortable. So it's going to keep tugging and pulling and tugging and pulling, that it'll be like, no. This is, we like to feel sorry for ourselves. We like to think that, we're no good. We like to think that we're not good enough. We like to, that no, we are empowered. We're like, whatever it is. No, we are no good. This is where we're comfortable at. And that pulling and tugging in the beginning can be so frustrating that people give up. That's when people kind of like, you know what, this is much better for me. I just dwell in this self-pity, or like, I can't. But when we're willing and knowing that this is what we want, that's where the transformation takes place. That's the process of keeping on going. The radical shift happens when you decide that this negative belief, this new thing I want to do, this whatever it is that I am going for, this is it. The transformation is like, okay, I have to keep doing this thing every day. I have to keep like aligning to my new belief, aligning to the person I want him to be. Like, okay, the person that is this, how would that person act? How would they look? What would they do? Not that you're being a whole, you have to be like somebody else. No. The whole idea is knowing you and understanding your tendency, knowing it's not like, oh yeah, I had to be like, no. How do you roll? How do you see the person you want to be? And that's where it is. Because the thing is, like, we don't want to be seen starting small or failing in front of people that are like, oh, what do you think? Who do you think you are? What are you doing? What the heck? Like, what? But that's where we need to push through. When people think that we're not capable of doing that, it's not even to prove to them, it's to really honor us, because we only have one life. We only have one term in this place. So we really need to live our life to the fullest. We really need to be the person we want to be. Because if we are guarded about what other people are going to think about us or whatever it is, it's the baby step. It's the how we like follow through. Say again, please. How do I see the person I want to be? Okay. So the question is, how do I see the person who I want to be? The various ways you can do this. I'm going to give you one idea. When you if there's somebody that you admire them because you see something in them that is within you. Whatever you admire in someone, you have it within you. So now you then now ask, okay, what are those things that I want, and then what are especially adjectives. What is this person? Okay, one of the people for me one time was Beyonce, right? Like, you pick out adjectives. She's fearless. She's unstoppable. She is magnificent. She is powerful. She is sexy AF. She is she's unique. So when you know these adjectives of the thing that you want, the new beliefs that it is, you start speaking to those things. I am unstoppable. I am sexy AF. I am unique. I am fearless, like Sasha Fierce. Like, whatever it is, you are embodying that feeling. And in the beginning, it might feel like fraud. It might feel like, but over time, as long as you constantly do it, as long as you're doing and put it in that phase, then signs, opportunities start showing you how fearless you are, how unstoppable you are, how unique you are. So that's one way of really embodying that which you want. What is that thing you want? Knowing it, and then having visuals. That's what people have, like a vision board and stuff like that. They have pictures and things of all those things that they're wanting. So when you know those things, it's about where your focus goes, your energy flows. So when you are now aligning into the thing that you want, then it starts matching up. Then you start embodying it. I wasn't like this a couple of years ago. I was one who was scared to be seen on camera. And I was willing to be the one to show up because I was sidelined. As an introvert, people don't even know you're there sometimes. People don't even know what is going on. And they're like, oh yeah, that's a quiet one. Yeah, she's there. Whatever. People don't see that. But you have to have that. This is who I want to be. This is the flow of who I am becoming. Hey. We're just talking about the willingness to do those new things, that being okay, being seen, starting small, being okay with not knowing that if you want to have something, if you want to do something, you have to have that willingness. And you have to ask yourself that question of, am I willing to do that thing? Am I if the answer is yes, then you do what's necessary. You do what it needs to happen to make it work for you. The whole premise of this was I'm doing this 30 days live challenge. So yes, you can come jump on me. I don't have specific times of when I'll be jumping in live every day, but I am doing a live every single day just to build this muscle of going live and being comfortable, having conversation. I've gone past the, yes, I can be in front of a camera and be okay. You bring a camera in front of me, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And now the muscle of going live, having conversation like this is a new thing, and I want to improve my storytelling. So I am willing to do what it takes to improve that, and just be able to connect and really speak to the people who you know, I'm aligned to. So if this has been great, I just thank you so much for joining. One more question here. Every single day, will that be? Yeah. Okay. So time wise, I have no idea. Hopefully, I'm trying to make it at this same time, but I just already know tomorrow is not going to happen at this time because I already have something scheduled. It might be earlier tomorrow morning, but over time, I think it would be ideal to have it at the same time. I'm trying to work on my schedule. I'm just doing the wheeling right now, and then I'll get to a point where it would be at a particular time, and then it would just be easy for people to connect. So I think that would just be like, yes, you know, she's going on at this time, and then yes, we can come. But for now, just give me that grace of variety until I can make it into a succinct time. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for your questions. It's just been so lovely. I was like, I'm willing. We're like, yeah, let's do this. So yeah, thank you. And just remember that your voice matters and it is your time to use it.